Hey guys, what's up? Cameron here from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Information Hub making a video response to MechVamp6's Unleashing the Dead Zombie Deck Ideas video. In the video, he said that he wanted to see some zombie deck ideas in the comment section below, so I figured why not just make a video response. It'd be a lot easier. That way I could be a little more descriptive with the deck itself. Alright, so the monster lineup. These decks have always had a really high monster count, and especially the way I play it, because the deck searches like so much, and the milling for the card trooper. So I should go ahead and get into it. So BLS, because I mean you run Dark and Lights, and why not run it? 2 Caius. I like Caius because of the fact that he just banishes a card. Caius is broken Monarch, best one. Plus he's a Dark. Now the zombie engine that I prefer to use, and a lot of people run it differently. People use Pyramid Turtle. People run 3 Zombie Masters, 3 Goblin Zombies, whatever. I've always liked to stick with the 2 Zombie Master, the 2 Goblin Zombie, and the 1 Mezuki and 1 Plague. The Spirit Reapers are zombies too, but I mean, I don't really consider them a part of the main engine. But I've always stuck with 2 Goblin Zombie because I find for myself, which is another reason why I'm running 41 cards too. I find for myself that 3 Goblin Zombie can get a little clunky, and they'll clog my hand a lot. And I really don't like having multiple copies of Goblin Zombie in my hand, just because I like to have them in my deck so I can basically search out through the engine. Plus and I know with Zombie Master 2, I know I could probably pitch one off with them, but I don't really want to pitch off the Goblin Zombie because it's the main engine. If I was going to pitch something off, it'd probably want to be the Mezuki or the Plaguespreader, maybe even the Spirit Reaper. But you mean even the Maliciouses, because you can just pitch off a monster. But so anyway, yeah, I run the 2 Zombie Master to get a lot of my stuff in the grave faster that I need, like the Mezuki, the Plague, the Malicious. That's really about it, actually. Also, because you can special summon a zombie from your graveyard too. You can do it in your player's enemy play. Like if you were doing a mirror match, you can special summon a zombie from your opponent's graveyard too, which is what made the card so broken back in the day when zombies really top deck. And like I said, Goblin Zombie, he searches out the zombies in the deck. I think it's like if they have 1,200 or less defense, and well, most zombies have 0 defense anyway. Or less than 1,000. Then there's Mezuki. Mezuki, now this card's at 1 for a reason, because this card was so broken back in the day. You could just banish this thing from the graveyard, bring back Plaguespreader, synchro for some herp derp shit, and the card was just so broken. So, I mean, even at 1, the card's still broken. Plaguespreader, it's the tuner of the deck. The card's effect is so broken, being able to return it to the field, and being able to make cards like Revive King Hadez, which is such a broken card. It's really dumb not to run it. It is the key zombie card of the zombies. Mezuki and Goblin Zombie and Plaguespreader are the key zombie cards. Zombie Master is more of a preference. A lot of people don't really like to play it, but I like to play it. Then I run 2 Spirit Reaper. I like the fact that Spirit Reaper can just stall out, because this deck isn't as consistent as it used to be. So there's going to be some times where you get some bad hands and you're going to want to stall out for a couple of turns. And plus, Spirit Reaper's a zombie, so you can special summon him with Zombie Master, do some herp derp stuff. Special summon him with another rank 3 or level 3 on the field. Go for some rank 3 Exceeds. Pretty cool. I run one Stratos. Oh, plus a Spirit Reaper you can poke and discard some cards to the graveyard, get rid of some, make you some hand advantage. I run 1 Stratos because Stratos, most people don't know, he can also search out Destiny Hero monsters. So that's really the only reason why I run him. But I mean, he's an 1800 beater though too. As for the Destiny Hero engine, I run Malicious. Malicious has always been the broken one, the broken card. You can mill it off a card trooper. You can pitch it with a Destiny Draw. You can pitch it with Zombie Master. And then after that, you got the Malicious in the graveyard. Then you can remove it from play, special summon the one from your deck, and from there you can synchro for a level 8 with a for Plaguespreader. You can sacrifice tribute for Caius. You can do all kinds of broke stuff with that card. That card's amazing, and plus it's great fodder for Destiny Draw. That's the card you want to get rid of when you play Destiny Draw. Now I run 2 Destiny Diamond Dude because I play a high spell count. And for those of you who don't know, with Diamond Dude, once per turn you can reveal the top card of your deck, and if it's a normal spell card, sent to the graveyard. And next turn you can activate the card without the cost. So, say I were to hit Destiny Draw with his effect, I wouldn't have to pitch a Destiny Hero next turn in order for me to draw 2. And if it's not a normal spell, you just send it to the bottom of the deck. So it adds some consistency to the deck, allowing you to get rid of bad draws and stuff like that. And which you really want this with this deck, because this deck can get bad draws like no tomorrow. We're at Destiny Hero Dasher. Really, he was more of a filler space because I was thinking about doing Plasma, but I don't want to run the Scapegoat build, so I just figured to throw him in there. And he's still got a pretty broken effect. I mean, you contribute another monster to give this card 1,000 attack to the end phase. So put him at 31. You can go for game. And one time only in the whole duel, so you have to be really smart about it. When you draw a monster card, you can reveal it and special summon it to your side of the field, unless the monster says otherwise. But you can special summon it to the field, which is a really, really broken effect. And he's a dark. And he's a Destiny hero, so he's fodder for, Destiny Draw and Allure and all that stuff. And he's fodder for BLS and all that good stuff. I run one Doomlord just because this card can actually make some really clutch plays. Say your opponent has got, they're doing their Gear shenanigans, or they got a Barreto on the field or something. You could summon the Doomlord and remove both of them. And I'm not really sure when they come back. It's They come back in the second standby phase after the card was activated. So it removes from play both of the cards, allowing you to get some field advantage and kind of go off. So when that card does come back, you're able to counter it some way, or at least have some sort of out to the card. I guess just depending on whatever the card was. Just use your imagination. Zen Mage, you can even get rid of a Zen Mage for a turn. Say you don't get the cards you need to get rid of the Zen Mage. You can get rid of the Zen Mage for a turn. Now, I usually, like back in the day, because Tour Guide was a $150 card back in the day before they reprinted it. We never played the Tour Guide engine just for the sheer fact we didn't have the money. But I threw in the Tour Guide engine just because it's too broke not to run. Even with Tour Guide being at 2, it'll allow you to go for some sweet overlay plays. Plus they're darks, they're fodder for BLS and all that cool stuff. They're not Destiny Draw, Allure of Darkness fodder. Oh, yada, yada, yada. You guys already know. Plus, with Sangan allowing you to search out your Goblin Zombies faster, and your Plaguespreader Spirit Reapers, and Malicious is allowing you to get off some really nice plays early. That's just too broke not to run. So I run 2 Card Trooper because of its drawing ability, but not just because of its drawing ability, because they found that Trooper can get rid of some bad draws early game. Trooper allows you to get your consistency flow going. You get your consistency flow going when you don't have any, build you up some steam. It allows you to, like I said, mill off bad draws. And when it's destroyed, you get a +1, which is amazing, which is really good this format. I really like the fact that this card's so versatile in this format, whereas last format it wasn't really seeing as much play as it does now, which I love that. And the Zombies, it's just a really, really good card to run because there's always that potential you're going to mill off your Mezuki or your Plaguespreader, and your Malicious, so that's always awesome. Run a Gorz, because Gorz is just too broke not to run. There's been so many times where I've had Gorz in my hand just in the past, and my opponent had just complete advantage over me, and they've attacked me, and I've played Gorz, and I've won the game because of it, so the card's just too broken not to run. Plus, with the fact that I only run 1 trap card, so I don't really have a lot of back rows most of the time. Fat Veiler, card shuts down things really fast, really early, so card's really good how to run. Since priority is no longer a factor anymore, Effect Veiler is just ridiculously broken. So for the spells, and like I said, whenever I play a lot of normal spells, but that's because of Diamond Dude, but the normal spells I play are broken as shit anyway. So I play 2 Destiny Draw because, I play Destiny Heroes, so the Destiny Draw really helps my flows going, gives me a +2. I was thinking about playing 3, but then I realized I'm not playing that many Destiny Heroes, so the 3 Destiny Draw could get a little cloggy, so 2 is just fine. 2 Power Duality, that's another one of those cards that goes well with Diamond Dude, and plus because this deck is not as consistent as I've said, and Duality can really help you get your deck flow going. Allure of Darkness, just standard, typical, run it with any deck that runs Darks. Reinforcement of the Army to get to my Destiny Heroes and Stratos, make some awesome plays. Run 2 MST, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole. Run Book of Moon. Now I was debating whether to run the Book of Moon or the Forbidden Lance, and I just kind of figured at the moment that the Book of Moon would be better off for me, just because it'll give me a little bit more versatile plays, like with Goblin Zombie and stuff like that. I know it doesn't make any sense, but say if somebody's going for Goblin Zombie and they've got game and they're going to attack it, just book a move my Goblin Zombie, save me for that turn. Prevent a lot of plays on my opponent's behalf, with priority being gone and all that. So I just like Book of Moon in this deck a little bit more. Monster Reborn, standard stuff. I'm running 1 creature swap just because of the sheer fact that I can creature swap my Goblin Zombies or my my Malicious or my Sangan and my Plaguespreader, my Mezuki, and just go for some pretty awesome plays. And depending on what your opponent has, creature swap's broken as hell. My control, this card is too fucking broken not to run this format. It is so broken. My control, your opponent's level 3 and just overlay for a rank 3. Come on, that card is so broken. And since I'm only running 1 trap, I figured why not run Treacherous Trap Hole. Card's really good. Destroy 2 monster cards on the field. Yeah, most of you guys know. Now, for the side deck, I run pretty much stereotypical side deck. Cyber Dragons for the machine matchups. DD Crow for the for I guess just to overall anything that needs graveyard advantage, like Dark World, stuff like that. Thunder King's just a really good card to play against any deck, really, this format. System Down for the machine matchup. Goes a match for really anything, actually. Needle Stealing for the wind-up matchup. Compulsory for the overlay spam matchup, just if I need to side it in. And the Torrential for the same reason, just in case I need to side it in, in case I'm playing against some deck that's just like going all out on me. And I feel the need that I need to switch out the Treacherous for the Torrential. That's really the only reason. Now for the extra deck, it's pretty much stereotypical. Zenmaines, Levier, Acid Golem, Leviathan, Giga Brilliant, Utopia, Mistworm, Stardust, Grab Dragon, Black Rose. Revive King Hades, I do want to mention this card because he's a zombie. It requires Plaguespreader Zombie and one non-tuner monster. He's a level 6. Really easy to get out. When he destroys a monster, that monster's effect can no longer be activated for the rest of the duel. Not just until it gets revived again, for the rest of the duel. So if you hit Sangan, Sangan doesn't get his effect for the rest of the duel. Card is broke. And that doesn't happen just when he destroys a monster, it's when any of your zombie-type monsters destroy a monster. Librarian, Catastor, Magical Angel, and Chimera Tech. So this is the zombie deck. I thought it'd be pretty cool to make a video response on the video. I liked the video, and I've always been a reasonable fan of zombies, so I thought it'd be pretty cool to make a video response to this guy, just to bring up some other ideas of the zombie engine, because the engine is so fun to use. And it's very underplayed. Well, I guess not really anymore since Zombie Monarch's topped the last YCS, but in the past it was very underplayed. And it's not as consistent as it used to be. I'm still really kind of trying to figure out how the hell that guy made top 8 with the damn Zombie Monarchs. But hey, whatever, man. To each his to own. Everybody's got their own playstyle. So it's really something fun to play with. It's something I'd play more of at a local tournament. I wouldn't really, like, me personally, I wouldn't take this to a regional just for the fear of getting bad draws. But at a local tournament, I would not have a problem playing this deck. This deck is so fun to play with, and I really think people should give it a shot because the stuff's so easy to get a hold of nowadays. You know, aside from the few cards here and there, but most people can trade for that stuff. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys later.